Hello. Hello. Vikram Kumar Matho. Am I audible? Hello. Okay, so just wait few minutes, allow some students are in waiting, then we will start to the class. Okay, fine. So let's start today class. This is our first class. Is not? Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to everyone. So I think am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So just 10 student right now join. So have you know the total strength in lateral entry? Hello. What is the total strength in lateral entry?
25.
25.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is our first class, is not? Your class, I think I started in previous week, but this is our first class. So as you got the routine, and I think all of you got the syllabus for the electrical machine 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we are going to discuss here electrical machine 1. So first of all, just a very small introduction with ourselves. Just try to introduce whatever the student here present right now. So just started from myself, and then you will also introduce some small biography of your educational background. Okay, here you have pass out school and diploma. So myself is Anil Kumar. Okay, I have in this college since the last 4 years, and you will find out right now in your current semester I will teach you electrical machine 1. Okay, I think one more faculty, that is HOD of electrical department itself, take some part of electrical machine 1, and myself some part of electrical machine 1. Okay. So just introduce yourself one by one, and then we will start today class very shortly. Okay. So start anyone? Anyone?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Myself, Ashish Kumar Paswan, sir. I did my 10th and 12th in SNCND, and I did my diploma in electrical engineering from GP Dhanbad, pass out batch 2021.
Oh. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Next one.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Myself, Amar Kumar. I have completed my matriculation and intermediate from DAV Public School, and I have completed my diploma in electrical engineering from Government Polytechnic Jagannathpur, session 2018 to 2021. Thank you, sir.
Next one.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Akash Gora, and I have done my matriculation from People's Academy High School, Jamshedpur, and also I have done my diploma in electrical engineering from Government Polytechnic, Karsawa, 2021 pass out batch.
Next one.
Hello, sir. Myself. Sir, myself, Naram Mishra. I completed my matriculation from Atomic Energy Center School, Tramdit, and completed diploma from GP Dhanbad.
Next one.
Good morning, sir. I am Vikram Kar Mahato. I am from Bokaro, and I have completed my matric from SSBM Telo, and I have completed my polytechnic from GP Latehar. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next.
Good morning, sir. My name is Shweta Kumari, and I have completed my 10th and 12th from Kendriya Vidyalaya Namkum Ranchi. And also I have completed my diploma from Government Polytechnic Ranchi, session 2018 to 21, and I belong to Ranchi.
Thank you. Next one.
Good morning, sir. My name is Khilaram Hemram, and I have completed my 10th from St. Joseph Convent High School, and I have completed my diploma from Al Kabir Polytechnic, Jamshedpur.
Thank you. Next one.
Good morning, sir. My name is Nilesh Kumar Mahato. I have done my matriculation from Netaji Subhas Public School, Jamshedpur, and I have completed my diploma from Al Kabir Polytechnic, Jamshedpur. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next one. Anyone left who are not introduced?
गुड मॉर्निंग सर मेरा नाम विक्रम मुर्मू है। मैं देवघर जिला से हूँ।
Okay.
मैं इलेक्ट्रिकल ब्रांच दुमका से किया हूँ, दुमका गवर्नमेंट पॉलिटेक्निक।
ठीक है, और कोई? Anyone? Anyone are left who are not introduced yourself till now? Okay, fine. So I think a lot of students you have completed +2, and I observed that very few students who are not completed +2 and directly take admission after the 10th. Is it right now? Just wait, some students are in waiting. So I think today we are going to discuss transformer, single phase transformer. So I think all of you covered also in diploma courses, so is it not? Single phase transformer.
Yes,
I think all machine part covered in the diploma courses also. So start today. What is the transformer? Just try to give the overview, whatever you have learned. What is the transformer?
Sir, it is the static device which is used to step down or step up the voltage.
Any other student?
So transformer is a electromagnetic static device which transfer the energy from one circuit to another circuit without change in frequency.
Not seeing frequency. Any other student? No?
The transformer is a AC machine which is used to convert AC voltage and current from one level to the another level without changing the frequency.
Okay, fine. So this is all about the transformer, how we can define, okay, and where we can use this transformer. Here,
Sir, when the high voltage coming from high power plant, high voltage from transmission line, then we connect a step down transformer to step down the voltage, and then it goes to the power grids, smart grids, etc.
okay. So this is the one application for the transformer in the power system. That means we can use for either a step up or a step down. Okay. From the generating power plant to the consumer load. Okay. Another field where we can install the transformer. Main function is the same. Either we high the voltage or low the voltage. Okay. So in any other field, you can use the transformer power system.
The transformers are also using making rectifiers.
Sorry, I'm not getting your point. Just
Rectifier for in the construction of rectifier.
Rectifier.
Yes, sir. Center tap, I think.
Inter tap. Inter tap or center tap?
The center tap, center tap. Full wave rectifier.
Full wave rectifier.
Sir, transfer is also in a traction system for the boosting of the power energy, sir.
So you will find out the transformer application in various field. One of the most field is your power system, and then you will find out some application in power electronics and control circuit also. Okay. So this is all about the overview of the transformer. Okay. I think all of you familiar with the how we can define the step up and a step down transformer. How we can define the step up and a step down transformer.
When the secondary voltage is higher than the primary voltage.
Exactly.
It's
So
called
how it can be higher? That depends on which parameters. I want to know that things. How we can say that the secondary voltage is higher compared to the primary voltage. Okay, whatever we observe here our view of the transformer. So just try to summarize here one by one. Okay. So transformer is basically we defined as a static electromagnetic energy device which can be used for the transfer of electrical energy from one circuit to another circuit. Okay. Without the change in the frequency. Now we say that two circuit, that means one consider you may be higher voltage or another one you may be considered as the lower voltage. Okay. How you can say that a one winding is higher and another winding is your lower voltage? That depends on the number of turns of that particular winding, is it not?
Yes, sir.
Number of turns of the particular winding. If the number of turns is more compared to the other one, that means voltage induced in that coil is larger than compared to other coil. Is it not? Amitesh, just mute yourself. Amitesh. Hello. Amitesh. Mute yourself. Some sound is coming.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just mute yourself. Okay. Some sound is coming from
Yes,
your
sir.
side. Okay. So just share the screen. Just so today we are going to discuss these 2 points of the transformer, that means introduction and transformer construction. Okay. So I think we already overview on the introduction of the transformer. So just whatever we observed from your side, that point we just summarize and just note down here. So just note down here the transformer is a static device transformer is a static device. Maybe say that the electromagnetic static device that transfer the electrical energy from one electrical circuit to another electrical circuit. Some students are still right now in waiting. Static device that transfer the electrical energy from one circuit to another circuit. That transfer the electrical energy from one circuit to electrical energy Is it clearly visible the screen? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So electrical energy from one electrical circuit to another electrical circuit electrical circuit to another electrical circuit through the medium of magnetic field. Okay. Through the medium of magnetic field, and without change in the frequency. Okay. And without change in the frequency. Okay. How we can define the primary winding and secondary winding? That means in which winding we supply given to the transformer, that is known as the primary winding, and through the winding we given supply to the load is known as the secondary winding, is it not? So you will be note down all the point that so the winding which receive the energy from the supply means that is known as the primary winding. Winding which receive the energy from the supply main is known as the primary winding. Known as the primary winding. The winding energy supply given to the load, energy supply given to the load is known as the secondary winding. Is known as the secondary winding. Since these two windings in the transformer are coupled with the magnetic field, okay, that's why they are not connect electrically, okay, but isolated and magnetically coupled, okay. So that's why due to the magnetic coupling we are able to transfer the energy from either side. That means high voltage side to low voltage side, okay. So just note down if the number of turns, maybe summarize all this point. Number of turns of the secondary winding of the secondary winding is larger than the primary winding the voltage of secondary winding is is larger than the primary winding. Secondary winding is larger than the primary winding. This type of transformer is known as which type? Just tell me. Known as which type? A step up or a step down?
Step.
up.
A step up. A step up transformer. Okay. So similarly, you can classify it for the step down transformer. That means number of turns of the secondary winding is lesser than the number of turns of the primary winding. You know, transformer. Next one, if the transformer, the number of turns of the secondary winding is less than the primary winding, so the voltage of secondary winding is lesser than the primary winding. So this transformer is known as the step down transformer. So the voltage of secondary winding is less than the primary winding. This type of transformer is known as transformer is known as the step down transformer. Is known as the step down transformer. So this is one of the classification of the transformer on the basis of voltage rating. Okay. You can further classify the transformer on the construction basis. Can you tell me what are the transformer classification on the basis of construction? Hello.
Sir, two types are transformer.
Just tell me the
First,
meaning.
sir, core type transformer and cell type transformer.
Exactly. On the basis of construction, we can classify the transformer as two types. One is your core type transformer, another is your cell type transformer. So, can anyone distinguish between the cell type and core type transformer?
Sir, in a core type transformer, two yokes and two limbs are present. But in a cell type of transformer, the three limbs and two yokes present.
All of you familiar with the yoke and limbs? We can define the one student about the core type and cell type distinguish. So all of you familiar? Which one is known as the yoke? Which one is known as the legs? Just tell me. All of you familiar with the terms yoke and limbs?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So construction of transformer. So one is known as the core type transformer. Another is your cell type. Cell type. So these two types are differ from each other by the manner in which the winding wound around the magnetic core. Okay, in the core. So how can you place that LV winding and HV winding? We already explained here in the previous section. So that placement of the HV winding and LV winding classified as the core type and cell type. Okay. As we know that the winding is on the magnetic core. Okay. So that magnetic core just maybe is just shown to you here. That means the construction part. So just you maybe follow it. So this is known as just classify the which one is core type, which one is cell type.
Sir, figure A is core type and B is cell type.
A is your core type and B is your cell type. Okay. Because you may find out in this figure 1. Okay. Yeah, just to first of all, we just identify the number of yoke and number of legs. Okay. So just to so this is your magnetic core. Okay, this one. There is a dotted line through the path of the magnetic flux flowing in the core. Okay. So this vertical portion of the core is known as leg. Okay. So you may find out two vertical portion in this figure A. Okay. So this vertical portion is known as legs, and this horizontal portion of the core is called the yoke. Okay. This horizontal top of the core, and this is your bottom of the portion is known as yoke, and whatever is the vertical portion of the core is known as the yoke. Okay. So you may find out here the number of legs and number of yoke in the core type transformer is your 2, is not. But in cell type transformer, you find out number of legs, that means vertical portion. How much here? 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And horizontal portion, of course, top and bottom are known as the yoke. So main distinguish one point you maybe say that that means number of yoke and number of legs in equal in core type transformer, but in cell type transformer you will find out number of legs is 3 and number of yoke is 2. Okay. And which type of material used here in the iron core or core part? Then we will move to
Silicon steel, sir.
Yeah, just tell me.
The silicon steel, sir.
Silicon or steel. Okay. So this core is laminated about steel sheet 0.35 millimeter thickness. Okay. For the 50 Hz transformer. If you want to reduce the eddy current of the losses of the transformer, okay, so this lamination of the core is insulated by the material that is known as the varnish layer, okay, for the reduction of eddy current loss. If you want to total overall, that means which type of material used in the core of the transformer, then we just concern about the core losses. Okay, I think you are familiar with the core losses term. So we want to reduce the core losses, so that's why our efficiency of the transformer is improved. Okay. So for the reduction of core losses, we just try to use the CRGO material as the core material of the transformer, so that we can reduce the core losses of the transformer. I think, are you familiar with the CRGO, full form of the CRGO?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just tell me.
Sir, cold roll grain oriented steel.
Exactly. CRGO is cold rolled grain oriented steel. So the material used for the core. Okay. And next, we just distinguish about the placement of the coil. Okay. So you will find out the flux, whatever the flux produced in the coil of the LV winding and HV winding. That means, suppose that we started from the HV side. Okay. So whatever the flux produced in the HV coil, that's try to link the secondary coil. That means LV coil. Okay. But in actual